Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be doing a third installment of my pros and cons of staying in Disney Vacation Club Villa series. And this time we are going to be staying in a one-bedroom lake view at Bay Lake Tower. Hope you stick around to the end of this video so you can see and hear all of the pros and cons. Thank you so much. So, to begin, I do like to provide some background of my stay in this villa. So, we did stay at Old Bay Lake Tower in the month of January, and this was again a lake view facing room. Although I do want to provide one of the pros later on that really makes this room shine. So these one bedrooms at Bay Lake Tower are quite large for one bedrooms. One being that you get an extra bathroom, which is really nice. So we did have space for all three guests. Again, this room, we only had three guests staying in it. So, but the extra bathroom did provide for all three guests to kind of have their own space to get ready in the morning, which is a pro. So with this room, I would say that the noise level is like you are the only person inside of this resort. It was really nice. We were there for a total of 2 nights, but we hardly heard anybody above us to the next to us, and it really made our experience much better. We did have good amount of sleep. I would probably say maybe about 6 or 7 hours of sleep a night, waking up for the parks and coming back from the parks. And so, it does help when you don't hear neighbors next to you or above you. Now, I would say that there were some noticeable wear and tear in this room, specifically in the kitchen area and with the sleeper bed in the living room, just because, that space does get utilized quite a bit. And by the time you're watching this video, it may have already been refurbished as they are going to start refurbishing these rooms September of 2024. And with that, the kitchen did have some dings inside of the refrigerator, and maybe the stove had some dings on it as well. But those were just some of the things I noticed. Now, there was a good amount of plug space. We did have that dresser inside of the master bedroom as well as the living room that did provide some space for some charging, and there is a small table next to the sofa bed. I did find a pro being the view. So now all of the one bedrooms do have really nice windows inside the room, almost floor to ceiling, which makes the room a lot larger. Now this room is about 807 square feet, so it is on the larger side of villas, but not as big as the old Key West room that we had stayed in. But the room was a north-facing room, and so we did get a partial theme park view. So at night, the room you could see the lighted castle, and at the time of our stay, Tron was being constructed, but now you can see Tron from that particular room, which made the which would make the ambiance at night really nice, especially with those windows open, and you can take some pictures from there. Now, I would say that this room, it has extra amount of space for all of the guests. I wouldn't say it's not large like the old Key West room that gave too much space, but if you have the sofa bed and the single sleeper sofa pulled out, it does still have space for you to get around and walk. And with that, I do appreciate you staying to the end of this video. If you have ever stayed in a lake view room, a one bedroom at the Bay Lake Tower Resort, please comment down below. What has your experience been? What are some pros and cons that you can think of? And I'll see you in the next one.